who's back? Back again. We are back with some friends. Who are these friends, Chaju?
Apparently we're not friends, we're enemies.
We're guests on the show.
Yeah.
They are guests.
We are visitors.
I'm just getting revenge because we actually have a podcast together and then they kicked me out and made me a guest. So now I've decided to make them the guests.
Don't worry, Chaju, I'm here for you.
Thank you.
This is my show with 3 guests today.
Always destined to be a guest. I will accept my guest fate. So, we are doing a show to ask Christian guys. You're both Christian, right?
Only on Tuesdays.
Only on Tuesday. Luckily for you, it's a Tuesday.
I'm on Sunday.
Nice, we cover 2 days.
So we can do shifts.
Nice,
Okay.
nice.
Questions from girls, and these girls have asked these questions anonymously, so no one will ever know.
Oh, one of them my wife.
No, not
Ryan is married.
Shucks.
How long have you been married for?
It's been 11 years now.
And then Tim is also married for how many years now?
I don't know. It's been a while. You kind of forget after a couple
He's in
of years.
trouble.
Yeah.
No, I'm joking. Tim is not married, he's single.
Definitely not married. She would have committed suicide a long time ago.
Wow, that's dark.
I'm just kidding. What is your understanding of the role of a husband in marriage? Let's ask Tim this one. What is your understanding?
You're better at this. You're
No. We would like to know from you.
I think it's a lot to go with, like taking care of her, and yeah, it's like a love give take relationship thing. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not married yet, so I'm not the expert, but he is.
This is a question that is not from one of our girls, but why are you not married, Tim?
I'm young. I'm a young man. I'm allowed to live my life.
So young men are not allowed to get married?
No, I chose to like delay it because I want to enjoy my singleness. You know? Good times, good years.
Ryan, what age did you get married?
Go 26 to safe ones.
I think I was 25, 26.
Somewhere around there.
No, 25.
25.
How do you rate his answer?
You just forgot about the part about the washing dishes.
Yeah,
And the
true.
cup of... Yeah, no, then...
Oh, so all of our husbands
Oh,
wash
that's
dishes.
good. Yes, every wife is going...
Well, someone's got to cook, you know, and then the other person does dishes. Like I said, it's a give and take, you know.
You have to pay for the
Obviously.
meal. You
I
have to pay
actually
for the
prefer
meal.
to do the cooking. Like I hate dishes.
Well, there you go.
If I do dishes for you, you know it's really.
I don't think she'll
So
be
Ryan, you're
complaining.
cooking tonight.
No, I don't cook.
Okay.
I tried and it was a disaster. So
So you
from
just
that day
wash.
onwards, I'm like, so when am I cooking again? And I never
It's
got
been
an
dishes
answer.
ever since.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
And he's the cooking.
All right, so this is kind of a long question. How do I know for sure that Christian guys are actually different to any other guys? So what makes them different
That is a good
just
question.
because they're Christian? And then she says, because I think a lot of guys just put on a front and pretend to be holy. I just think sometimes it's hard to tell the difference between someone who's genuine and someone who wants to portray a certain image. And how are us girls supposed to identify that?
The answer to this question is just spicy. That was a good question. Come on, gentlemen. What makes you different, right?
What makes me different? I have a pastor. And he's married and he's got more years under the belt. And so I think for a non-Christian, I don't know who they run to whenever they are in trouble with their wife, but they do need, honestly, they do need someone to come and tell them where they are slipping up. I've learned a lot.
So you're saying the difference between a Christian guy
Yes.
and an actual Christian guy is accountability?
Yeah.
But how does a girl know that? Because, you know, the guy doesn't necessarily listen when he's accountable. So now, how does one tell?
I think I'll hop in here to help you out. If you don't.
Thank you so much.
I think like it also depends on like time spent. So I don't think girls will know immediately. Like obviously you put on your best front and you try to be that Christian boy and stuff like that. But I think over time you'll see like if he starts faltering in his ways, and like you can also like see his relationship with God. So like if he's spending his daily time with God, if he's genuine about like what he says he believes in, you'll start noticing like the red flags after a while if he's not legit.
So I'm interested in the guy. This guy claims he's a Christian because apparently being a Christian guy, that means you're the full package. But he thinks, okay, if I say that, then cool, she's mine. How does a girl, before she even gives her heart or enters something, How does she look and go, okay, he really is a Christian guy?
Well, you don't. Like, you can't look and know immediately. That's what I'm saying. Like, it takes, like, time. Don't give him your heart until you know then.
Good.
Like,
So don't just get with a guy because he says he's a Christian guy.
Good answer. Since Jesus helps you become a better man, what does that look like practically in your day-to-day life?
Is it in the beard, Ryan?
Well, then Tim is stuck.
I no holiness, no godliness.
Although they both have man pony buns, so maybe that's what it is. Your hair just starts growing.
Jesus had long hair.
How do you know he had long hair? Does the Bible say that?
It's in the TV series. You can always trust TV.
Okay, so for you.
It kind of depends, because I mean, eventually, like, every guy's not perfect, you know. So obviously, guys are gonna like mess up and have a lot of issues, like because of themselves. But I think the guys who rely on Jesus start realizing that they're not good enough on their own, and therefore they rely on Jesus more heavily for that help, you know. So yeah, I don't know if that answers the question.
Yeah, that was awesome, right?
Well, something that the Holy Spirit often tells me to do is to apologize at times, and
Because the lady's always right.
And that's how Christian guys avoid Christian women, because they're not always right.
That's not a spiritual statement. That was a truth. Sorry, carry on.
That was a truth.
That's true. It's written in the Bible somewhere along the other truths.
yes,
It's when said Jesus had long hair.
Yeah,
That one, right there.
the more you apologize, the longer your hair grows quicker.
Wow! So Samson apologized a lot then, and then he stopped.
No, but he was an idiot.
That's why his hair was.
That's why he was apologizing a lot. Sorry, Ryan, you were actually saying something.
The length of his hair gave him his strength, you see, so...
To say sorry, you know, it requires a lot of strength.
Oh!
Strength to apologize.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I think that just sums it up, you know. Because, no, but honestly speaking, there are times where it's like, no, you need to apologize, and I mean that within myself, they can't come within me, because I'm like, but she's wrong, but you can't get this, and I don't know what's wrong, and then it's like just, you know, what I apologize, and then like what comes out of it thereafter the apology, you're like, oh, sure, wow.
Do you feel purity, so saving yourself for marriage, is taught equally for the ladies as it is for the guys? And why do you think this is? Ryan's face says it all.
I'm like, I think so, yeah.
Well, I actually don't know. I think that mentality of like, it's worse when a girl sleeps with a guy than if a guy sleeps with a girl is still around to an extent. But I think it's not even like much so talked about thing these days. Like, I think out in the world it's becoming less of a big deal to stay pure. But I think that's just what separates Christians from the rest of the world.
Would you say it's become less of a big deal though? Because like I know there's times I've heard guys say this where for them, even though maybe they haven't necessarily stayed pure sexually, it's a big deal, or for them it means a lot when they can say the girl has saved themselves for him.
Yeah, but that's just double standards, so it doesn't add up either way. Like, you need to like respect each other enough to do that. But I think like just because of like social media and stuff, that whole sexual message has just been pushed a lot. So I don't even think many people know like what to do anymore. So yeah.
Anything you want to add?
What he said. Yeah.
No, he's really done. What aspects of life has taught you the most about God? Is it suffering, family, heartbreak, humanity, creation? What has taught you the most about God in your life? What aspects of life?
I think for me, being a father, definitely.
Sure.
Because I understand like my love for my sons, and that right there, like even in their mess ups and what they do, like sometimes it's like, you know, they've really done something really bad. I mean, my youngest son, before he was even 2, he already like drowned a Mac already. And
That's intense.
Yeah, you don't reject him at all. Never. It's like there's not even a bone in your body that wants to reject him or tell him to like get out of here. It's the way I feel for him as a father. To be honest with you, when I became a father, I fully understood. Yeah, that God's love for me. Yeah, definitely.
Hectic stuff. I would. Sorry, Ice Store, can I give in my son for another Mac? But The love of a father.
I don't know. I've always had like ups and downs with like Christ in general, but I think the lessons that stick I generally learn over time, like in small ways. You know, it will be like just a trash month, and then I'll be like, God, what was I doing wrong? And then learn through that. You know, I don't know. It's still an ongoing journey, so we're getting there. Yeah.
It is an ongoing journey. That's true.
Should women still be submissive in today's world / current times?
Firstly, define submissive.
I think most schools, when you talk about submissive, they have to do everything the guy says.
I think also like the whole submissive thing has been messed up because of the whole feminist movement.
Yeah.
So like nowadays girls are like, I don't
tell
want
me
to
what to do.
Not even that. It's I don't want to be a house mom. I'm a working woman. I don't want to have to raise the kids by myself. Or I don't want to have to cook or whatever. Like I'm not like I want to work. What about a house mom? House dad, housewife, house husband, a house husband.
Yeah.
So like what is your definition? Because obviously as Christians we do believe the Bible says women submit to your husband. So what is your definition then of submission?
I don't know. For me, it's like a understanding that in a marriage or like in even just like a normal relationship, there's like a two-sided thing. Like you're both individuals contributing to this relationship. So for me, the submission aspect comes more to the vibe of understanding that each person has like a role to play, you know, in order to make this work. And I mean, obviously, I don't think there's like a set rule on like all wives have to be like stay at home or something like that. I mean, obviously, I think that it depends on you as a couple and what you've decided on. At the end of the day, I think that the relationship won't work properly if those roles aren't covered somehow, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, a ship can't have two captains kind of thing. So I think, yes, you both are the head of the family, but at the end of the day, like, I think that you both need to realize that like approaching decisions as like a unit, you know. You're more like walking in step with each other than one of you like telling the other one what to do or whatever. I think that if your husband's just bossing you around all the time, that's a toxic relationship. So either way, that's not great. Yeah, I feel like I'm running in circles, yeah.
No,
It's actually cool.
And if the woman's bossing the guy around, that's also
Yeah, there needs to, like, that's what I'm saying. There needs to be like a leeway on both ends. So the husband needs to respect that the wife can't do everything, and the wife also needs to respect that the husband can do some things and other things and whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I said, like a give and take. I don't think that there's a set rule, but there needs to be a level of respect within the relationship to be able to give leeway.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
You were definitely not running in circles. You're running straight ahead.
No, but I feel like I didn't have a point I was making. I was just saying a bunch of things.
I completely agree.